Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are good. So today in P4 we have done topic number 5.5, that is circuits with buzzer, on page number 80. So as we have already discussed the circuits with the bulb, and as we all know that the circuit, when the circuit is open, it is known as incomplete circuit and the current does not flow through it. But when the circuit is closed, it is called complete circuit and the electric current can flow through it. Similarly, when we add a buzzer instead of a bulb, so this we have to make it work like the same, like we have make the bulb work. Just like if we close the circuit, the buzzer will produce a sound. But if we open the circuit, so the electric current will not flow through the wires and the buzzer will not produce a sound. We can also make the circuit by using buzzer and bulb both together in the same circuit. Alright, so as we have seen in our previous topics, that to make the bulb work we were using a small volt or a small cells. Like for example, if the bulb was of 1.5 volts, so we were using 1.5 volt battery for it. Alright, now what is this volt and what is this voltage? Actually, every electrical appliances have some strength. They have a strength of electricity. Alright, so every electrical appliances, just like a bulb has a specific strength of electricity, and it is written on the bulb. It is written on everything that works with the electricity or that works with the cell. On a bulb, if you notice, the bulb that we were using in our practical was actually of 1.5 volts. Alright, as you can see in the diagram also, this bulb is of 1.5 volts. It means that it is a strength of its electricity, that it will work if you will provide it with the 1.5 volt electricity, right? So for this you will use only one cell. This one cell is of 1.5 volts. It is written over here, these cells have the strength of 1.5 volts. So if you want to make this bulb work, so you have to place only one 1.5 volt cell. Alright, so this strength of electricity is actually measured in volts. This is a unit of strength of electricity, right? And the strength of electricity that something or some components needs to work is known as voltage. Alright, you may have heard this word voltage in your home as well, that sometimes the voltage is too high and sometimes the voltage is too low. So you may have noticed that when the voltage is too high, some of your electrical appliances burn, right? It actually burns because the electric current or the strength of electricity is too strong for them. Alright, so you have to provide it just the exact amount of electricity that it required. Like for example, this bulb worked with 1.5 volt, right? But if I will provide it 3 volt, if I attach two cells with it in a circuit, so this bulb will burn. Alright, because if I will attach two cells that is of 1.5 volts, so it will make up 3 volts. Alright, so but this bulb only requires 1.5 volt to work, right? But if I will provide it 3 volt strength of electricity, so this will burn. Alright, so this is how our electrical appliances work. All of them have their strength, and this strength of electricity is called volt. Alright, and the strength of electricity that it requires to work is known as its voltage. Okay, so this bulb has a strength of 1.5 volt and it requires 1.5 voltage to work. Okay, so this is the difference between a volt and a voltage. A volt means that how much its strength of electricity is. This is known as volt. Okay, and voltage is the strength of electricity that it will require to work. Alright, so it will require 1.5 voltage of electricity to work. Okay, so this buzzer over here requires 3 volt battery, 3 volt electricity to work. So it means that we have to provide it with 2 cells, because one cell is of 1.5 volts. So if we will join 2 cells with it, so it will make up to 3 volts. So this is how it will work. Okay, so here are some of the electrical appliances that work with the direct electricity instead of the cell. You know that the toys or the electrical appliances that work with not the electrical appliances, actually the small components that work with the cells are actually are having less volt. They require less strength of electricity, right? Just like we have seen the example over here in this bulb. This buzzer was 3 volts, this bulb was 1.5 volts, but the electrical appliances that we use in our home, like the refrigerators, the microwave ovens, the tube light, these are they require greater strength of electricity. All right, they require much higher voltage, over 100 volts. All right, so the energy saver that you use in your home is actually of 220 volts. The car that we can see over here requires much higher strength of electricity. So for that you have to provide it with the direct electricity by putting the wire in a wall socket, in a switch. All right. Okay, here are some do's and don'ts. If you have a wet hand and if you touch the electrical socket or the wall socket, then you will get an electric shock, right? Also, if you are using the electrical appliances inside the washroom, because the washroom is wet, so it will produce an electric shock to you as well, right? Now over here, as you can see, that this child is playing near a electrical socket and it's very dangerous for him. Also, this iron is very hot and this socket contains a lot of plugs in it. All right, so it may produce an electric shock because it doesn't have so much strength, but they are providing it with, means they have attached so many plugs in it that it may produce an electric shock. Okay, and it can also produce a short circuit. Okay, because we just have to provide only one. If there is a plug, if there is a socket, we have to only provide one plug at a time. We have to plug in one plug at a time. Okay, we have to plug only one electrical appliance at a time. Otherwise, if you will put more than one, then it will produce an electric shock. Okay, so these are some do's and don'ts, and these were the topics that we have covered today. So I hope that you have understood this topic, and your homework for today is you have to go through the pages from page number 72 till 83, and for the revision test, and the revision test will be taken in the form of fill in the blanks on Thursday. All right, on the coming Thursday. So till then, Jazakallah.